Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Make some noise. How are we doing today, yeah? All right. Welcome to Elevator Pitch Competition 2021, also known as EPIC 2021. Organized by the Hong Kong Science and Technology Parks Corporation, I am your curator, Vivek Mahbubani. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with everyone. So first of all, how are we feeling? Are we feeling epic today? If we are, make some noise, everybody. We're feeling good? Yeah, epic. That's what I want to see. Now, I'm so happy to see all of us here in person, and also we have our friends joining us online as well, because it's time today to be epic. And you know what? HKSTP is actually turning 20 next year, and we've just kickstarted a series of celebrations for that. And just like we saw in the opening video, HKSTP has been propelling success for the most creative minds and innovators around the world, accelerating ambitions as well as delivering positive mindset from right here in Hong Kong to the rest of the world. Now that's why we can proudly say, innovation starts here. This is where the future is created, where talents flourish and innovations are found. And that's, you can see today we have so many people joining us, and I'm extremely happy to say, joining us today, we have Mr. Alfred Sitt, JP Secretary for Innovation and Technology of the HKSTP government. We've also got Ms. Rebecca Poon, JP Commissioner for Innovation and Technology of the HKSTP government. HKSTP Chairman Dr. Sunny Chai, BBS JP. HKSTP CEO Mr. Albert Wong. HKSTP Board Members Mr. Dennis Ho, Honorable Elizabeth Quat, BBS JP, and Mr. Herbert Chia. And of course, our HKSTP management team. Come on, let everybody know you. They're smiling under the mask. I love it. Now, this year, we have been taking EPIC to brave new heights as we once again return right here at Sky 100, but this time in a hybrid format. That means our overseas contestants will be joining us in virtually, and our Hong Kong contestants will be pitching on stage. So, having said all that stuff, I think this is a memory we do not want to forget, which is why we have to do something every Hong Konger loves doing, is taking photos together, right? We love this. Now, we have so many people, so I'm going to divide us into 3 sessions, right? We got the left section, we got the right section, we got the middle section. And I want to get 3 epic photos from 3 groups of individuals over there. So we're going to start today with the first section of the left side, to my left side over here. Now, what I want to do, all right? I see everyone over here. You're standing, you're excited, you're smiling under the mask, and I can see through your eyes. I want everybody to get ready for an epic photo, okay? I want super epic, super cool, whether it's a pose, whether it's a look, whatever it is. When I count to 3, our photographer will be ready to take the photo from the left side over here. We've got some props for you guys. You can pick it up, you can hold on to it, you can raise it in the air like you just don't care. It doesn't matter, but the point is, be epic. And with that, left side, my friends on the left side, I'm going to count to 3. Let's get a photo. Is the photographer ready for that one over there? We got it going. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get a photo on the left side. Epic! Yeah! There we go. Now, let's go on and move on to the right side of the room. Right side of the room, we got individuals over here. Again, I want you to let the left side and the middle side kind of think, whoa, now that's epic. So everyone on the right side over here, okay? Get ready for the epic pose. In 3, 2, 1, be epic! Ah, nice. I like the energy. And now, the middle group here. You are the VVVIPs. You're the ultimate, the finalists in the epic photo of today. It's so epic. You know what? I'm going to join you guys as well by standing right over here, because I feel I'm epic too. All right? I'm going to count to 3. Let's go get that epic look, epic photo in 1, 2, 3. Epic! There we go. One more shot over there. Getting the last few shots quickly. Flashing. Epic. So cool. It's happening. One more shot right in the middle. We're doing it. Looking cool. Everyone's posing super epic. Everyone's being epic. Everyone's looking like epic. That's fantastic. Oh, that is so good. We're all like celebrities right now. Getting the last few shots. The camera's flashing. We're ready to do it. Last thing one. Okay, we're good to go. And there we go. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause for being epic in our memory. I love it. I love the energy in the room today. Now, we're all having a good time. It's been exciting for all of us, and this is all thanks to HKSTP, the organizers of today's event. And that is why I think it is only fair to have their chairman come up and kick things off. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Sunny Shai, BBS JP, chairman of HKSTP, to come up and say a few words. All right, let's get this over there. Get everything set up. The stage is in media transformation. Podium, everything ready to go. The stage is getting prepared. And with that, without any further ado, we're going to stick safety first. Always important that we get the cabling down. No problem. All right, the stage is yours. Take it away.
Yep. Good afternoon, Alfred, Rebecca, ladies and gentlemen. I'm thrilled to be here at ICC again, which marks another major milestone in the EPIC journey. This time last year, I addressed to many of you here in Hong Kong and around the world via our first ever virtual EPIC. This year is our first ever hybrid EPIC event and 6 overall. Today, we have broken new ground and pushed beyond boundaries to connect you in person with hundreds of like-minded pioneers and innovators around the world. It is inspiring to stand here among such great minds and great potential. In the last 2 years have tested and challenged us all, but we are all back here we belong, at the very top of the world, at Sky 100, where our finalists have a 60-second ride to possible fame and success. This is another record-breaking year. Over 600 applications and a 30% increase from last year. We have entries from over 40 countries and cities, more diverse than ever before. Our 160 finalists will pitch their game-changing innovations across the 4 core themes of health tech, fintech, green tech and construction tech, and smart city. But EPIC is much more than a pitching competition. As one of the biggest events of this kind, EPIC is a week-long platform and springboard for success. We believe that innovation really does start here. Is the win up there? Okay. Yeah, thank you. Investors from around the world will meet with talent pioneers locally and globally to propel game-changing ideas to commercial success. EPIC is a catalyst for growth on multiple levels. This personal growth journey begins with a professional training and coaching a week before the final pitch day. Our participants then gain unique exposure to critical thinking from demanding investors and business partners. Our pitch competition is just the first step leading to investment and business matching. This is truly an epic week of opportunity and development. I'm excited to see today's assembled talent flourish and shine on this stage. And I'm confident that the ideas and vision that we see emerge this year will thrive with the opportunities here in Hong Kong and the Greater Bay Area. At Hong Kong Science and Technology Park, we are approaching 20 years of leading the way for innovation and technology in Hong Kong, the Greater Bay Area, and beyond. We aspire to shape the future for innovators and game changers, backed by the vision of Hong Kong SAR government and its sweeping support for INT as a future pillar of the new digital economy. We have never seen such potential for INT success as we do today. The HKSTP ecosystem connects you across Hong Kong and the region with our expansive network and initiatives like EPIC. We are truly in the playground for the future. This is the ideal place for you to unleash your creativity and disruptive ideas on the world. When I look out to you all today and see your eager faces, I see great things to come. I look forward to welcome you to our world-class INT ecosystem at Science Park, to explore great new opportunities and to see you create a bigger and brighter future for all of us. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Sunny. You may please be seated. Careful of the wire. Yeah. the wind is nice. The wind wants to say something as well. Don't worry about it. Please take a seat and relax and enjoy. Now, with that, I think it's also such an epic event today, which is why I feel it's very important to invite our guests of honor, Mr. Alfred Sitt, JP Secretary for Innovation and Technology of the HKSTP government, to come up and give us the opening remarks for the day. Alfred!
Sunny, Albert, Rebecca, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is my honor to join you all here today as the Sky 100 Elevator Pitch Competition, the signature startup pitch kickstart of Hong Kong Science Park and Science and Technology Park. I'm much delighted to meet so many brilliant and passionate technopreneurs who are eager to reach new heights and seek business opportunity at one of the tallest buildings in Hong Kong, Sky 100. Since 2016, this signature event has been scaling up significantly, attracting overwhelming attention from over 160 potential tech startup finalists, and has become an eagerly anticipated annual occasion in Hong Kong. The global pandemic gave rise to a diverse range of industries, in particular, the digital behavior in businesses and consumers alike. FinTech, health tech, green and construction tech, as well as smart city solutions are definitely playing a pivotal role. We also witness significant startup growth in sectors such as e-commerce and supply chain and logistics, while remote learning is driving exciting developments in edtech. Despite the ongoing economic challenges posed by the new normal, I'm glad to say that Hong Kong is making a good progress, as evidenced by our booming startup ecosystem in the past few years. Compared to 2014, the number of startups tripled to around 3,800, with the number of employees increased by fivefold to around 14,000 in 2021. An increase in the number of startups and the continued diverse mix of nationalities from different parts of the world demonstrate our unique role as a facilitator for innovative companies to access the mainland and Asian markets. That phenomenal growth is exactly a testament to Hong Kong's attractiveness to startup founders. Promoting innovation and technologies is one of the top policy priorities of the Hong Kong SAR government. To complement the existing multiplicity of funding scheme, the government will make relevant investment by partnering with suitable private equity firms, focusing on assisting fast-growing I&T enterprises, including startups. The Hong Kong Science and Technology Park will also set up the Inno Express in the Shenzhen branch of Hong Kong Science Park to help nurture startups on all fronts and support enterprises to go global and attract foreign investment. We hope to attract more smart money from enterprises and venture capitalists and give a further boost to Hong Kong's thriving startup ecosystem. Before I close, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the Hong Kong Science and Technology Park for organizing such a meaningful event for our young generation. Last but not least, my warmest congratulations to all the finalists. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alfred. Please be seated and enjoy the rest of the day. Fantastic opening remarks for us today. Now, I remind everyone that today we are gathered here with an amazing finalist from over 40 economies who have been shortlisted from hundreds of global applicants. And we are waiting for the announcement of the top 10 finalists. That's the big deal we're all waiting for. And it's so good that I can see so many of us here in person as well. So that's why I want everyone who's joined us in person today to wave your hands up high to show all our virtual friends. Everybody wave your hand high and say hello to our virtual friends, because I let you know today we have our friends joining us as well, saying hi right back. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Great that we're all joining in. And it's all connected through simply technology and just one screen away. Now, Epic wouldn't be happening today without the help of our partners around the world in the INT ecosystem, and they have been instrumental in helping us promote Epic to their communities. So we would like to take this opportunity to give a big round of applause to all of our partners. So please give a big round of applause to our partners, our investment partner. We've got a global strategic partner. And let's not forget our strategic partners as well, who will be showing on the screen real quick because they've been helping us making this a great success as well. So as you just saw, we have different people helping us out. And of course, we've got our strategic partners as well, supporting partners as well, coming in and different supporting partners. And let's not forget our other ones, which are the content partners as well. So please, big round of applause to all the supporting organizations who've been helping us make this an epic time. So it's also all of them that is making this a brilliant, successful event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we reveal the top 10 finalists, we hope to inspire you all on your entrepreneurial journey and to remember that all legacy starts somewhere. Where? Let's find out.
All legacy starts somewhere. To achieve, first, you ought to start.
Start aiming.
Start feeling.
The frustration. The self-doubt.
Start accepting.
Start believing.
Yes, this is the taste of victory.
Yes, this is your legacy.
It all started from your very first step.
So, what are you waiting for?
Innovation starts here. This is what it's all about. So now I would like to invite Mr. Albert Wong, CEO of HKSTP, to come up. But before you reveal the top 10 finalists, maybe a few words of encouragement. We're doing a selfie? Nice, I like it. Let's do this. Everyone behind us. Come on, cheer up, we can see. Yeah! All right over here. Now, before you reveal anything though.
講中文㗎。
係啊，我識講中文㗎，係啊。
So what do I do?
So, few words of encouragement to all the finalists who
Okay.
showed us the epic pitches today before we showcase the final top 10 listing, all right?
Okay, just a couple of words. Really glad to be here again. We did it 2 years ago, 2019, and then last year we did it on a virtual format. I think it's great to be here, although it's only probably half of the capacity. We used to have more than 1,000 people here. Let's do it. Let's hope that everything will be gone next year and do it a really big event this year. But at any rate, the more than 160 participants, I first of all congratulate you to make it to the final, which is not easy because we have more than 600 participation at the very beginning. And then even bigger congratulations to those who get to the final 10. It is not easy. I've tried doing this in 60 seconds. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to do it in English or even in Chinese. So congratulate yourself, and hopefully you'll get to the next level of your entrepreneurship as soon as possible. We'll give the help for you if you need. So let's enjoy it, and let's get on it. Okay?
All right, thank you, Albert. Stay on stage with me because it's time to reveal the top 10 finalists of today. Albert, it's over to you. You have the list over there.
Okay.
Let us know.
So the virtual pitches, there are 5 of them. So the first one is TikTap. Simply Connect.
TikTok Simply Connect in the FinTech category. Hey, he's right over there. Say hello.
The second one is PepCart.
PepCart. They're there as well.
Well done. This is a mouthful. How do you pronounce it?
All right.
The third one is
Aerotix.
Aerotix?
Aerotix.
Okay.
There we go.
Your English is
Aerotix
better.
over here. Say hello.
Okay. The fourth one is Novia Limited.
There we go. Novi Limited from UK. Over there. Novi Limited.
And the fifth one is ITC, Intelligent Traffic Control.
Intelligent Traffic Control. Over there as well.
Okay. And then there are 5 physical pitches.
Okay.
The first one is Wizpresso.
Wizpresso from
Wizpresso.
Hong Kong. Where are you? Wizpresso right over there.
Okay.
Come on up here. Join us. Don't be shy. You're in person. We don't have to see you virtually, we can see you physically. All right, thank you very
The
much.
second one, a physical picture, is Archie Reef.
Archie Reef.
Archie Reef.
Archie Reef, come on over here. Well done.
The third one is Clear Robotics.
Clear Robotics, join us on stage. We'll move a little bit to the left. Come move to, so we can fill up the stage. Come take a step to the left, everybody. There we go.
The fourth one is Point Fit Technology.
Point Fit Technology.
The fifth one is Vista Innotech.
Vista Innotech, from right here.
I need to take a selfie.
Yeah, you want to take a selfie? Let's do that. Let's get a selfie for. Oh yeah, let's do a selfie. That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
all right,
selfie
Albert's
time.
all young and hip. He's cool. He does selfies. I like this. All right, all of us, we'll go selfie with everybody as well, and we do one with the screen as well. Okay, one more time. Yeah, we're doing a selfie. All right, Albert, let's not forget our. Yeah, we have to do selfie. Let's not forget our virtual friends as well, the virtual finalists. Everybody on the virtual screen as well joining us. Big, big smiles. We're doing this. Yeah. Okay. Well done. Now, please remain on stage. We're going to get some official photos as well. So I have you on stage. Stay over there. Looking forward, first of all. Let's get everybody. We'll stand to your right a bit. Okay, come on over here. All right. So having said that, I want to introduce and invite more friends to join us over here. Can I please invite Mr. Alfred Sitt, JP Secretary for Innovation and Technology of the HKSTP government, to join us on stage. Following that, Dr. Sunny Chai, BBS JP Chairman HKSTP, Ms. Rebecca Poon, JP Commission for Innovation and Technology of the HKSTP government. HKSTP board members, Mr. Dennis Ho, the Honorable Elizabeth Quat, BBS JP, Mr. Herbert Chia, please come on up onto the stage. Lead judge, Mr. Gordon Yen. We've got Mr. Joseph Fung as well. Come on up over here in the first row. Okay, we got the first row filled up. We're moving on to the second row. Can I please invite HKSTP management team, Mr. Eugene Chia, Chief Corporate Development Officer, HKSTP. Come join us in the second row, Ms. Jojo Chung, Chief Marketing Officer, HKSTP. Come on up to the stage. Mr. Aldis Mack, Chief Financial Officer, HKSTP, over into the second row. Ms. Rosanna Wong, General Counsel and Chief Compliance Officer. Ms. Gracie Ng, Mr. Raymond Wong, Mr. Peter Mock, Fanny Wong, and Phila Mack. Come join us on stage, everyone. Let's get that one big happy photo with all our finalists of today, the top 10 finalists, and everybody else. A big round of applause to our top 10 finalists of today, with our guests as well. One more hand, everybody, big round of applause, cheer them on. This is what they're made of. This is what it's all about. All right, so everyone in the first row, you can take one small step back so you're closer to the second row, and let's get ready for this epic photo together. All right. Let's get this going on, and we're gonna have one nice looking pose first, and we're gonna add some props to the stage as well. So right now, let's get that one group photo, everyone looking forward. The photographers make sure we're all properly positioned. Everyone's gotta give you the best angle. As we say in Hong Kong, the 7-3 face, Chasamin, is the best one. Okay, photographers, professional photographers letting you know where you look the best, which lighting hits your face most beautifully. Everyone behind from virtual, give us a thumbs up as well. Yeah, the B sign as well. That's the way we do it as well. Thumbs up, B sign, anything you're happy with, whatever you look the best in, looking forward right now. We got a few photos. We're gonna quickly hand over the props as well for our team to go on. Let's hand up the props to the whole team. All right, we got this one going. Now let's get some props going in. Oh, everybody's got to look cool as well. We only take photos when we look our best. One more time, looking forward, making your best pose, your best look, biggest smile, whether you have a mask on or off, it doesn't matter. The point is your eyes can let us know how happy you really are. So smile ahead, getting that one epic photo. This is where it gets really pumping and crazy and exciting. Oh yeah, the flashes are happening. The photos are coming, the memories are being made. Let's keep this up. This is gonna be happening. This is what we want to remember for the rest of our lives. Looking right in the middle over there, we have a photographer with the camera. Looking forward with the big smiles, everyone. We're good to go. We got all the photos, everyone. One more time for everybody looking their best. We got the photos, we're good? We're done. Thank you so much, everyone. Please be seated, get comfortable, get excited, and be epic, because today is just gonna get more and more exciting as we go ahead. I tell you, I've been looking at all the details of today's event, and the best part is looking at all the cash prizes. Now that we've revealed the top 10 finalists of today, the cash prizes have already started because each of the top 10 finalists will get $6,000 straight up for coming in the top 10. The winner of each tech category will get another $10,000 and move ahead to compete for the champion, which will be awarded with an epic $100,000. Who wants it? Who in the finalists wants it? If you want to make some noise, who wants that money? Who wants to be the champion? Anybody? Very humble. I like it. Everyone's like, I'm focused now. I like it. That's good. That's good. Now, we would like to give our thanks to the judging panel who have offered help to shortlist the top 10 finalists. Our judging panels include our lead judges right over here. So please, a round of applause for our lead judges. And of course, the rest of our judging team. Every one of them has spent effort and time to make sure every pitch was heard properly, every idea was digested, and picked the best one that they thought was the most epic, the one with the best ideas. And the whole point is we wanted to showcase the best of the best at the elevator pitch competition. So one more time for our judges, everyone. You did a great job. All the hard work, thanks to you. Today, we have picked our top 10 finalists. And of course, all our judges will be joining us to pick our ultimate epic champion for today. Now, first things first, I want to make sure all our judges are able to vote in our upcoming pitching session, okay? So our judges are going to have an iPad each. You have your iPad in your hand. Now, what I want to do is on the polling app, right? All our judges, you should have your iPad in your hand. In our polling app, you will see a question with a very handsome person, according to me, all right? According to my eyes, this guy is good looking. So the question that you'll see in the app is, the most important quality that startups should possess is either good sense of humor, young and handsome, or crazy obsession and striking breakthroughs. So the key is you pick your vote and click on the submit button. Please remember to click the submit button because once you submit your vote, you cannot go back, all right? Once you go and you choose what you want, click on submit to confirm it, and that's that. Once you do that, you will see a page that says go to slide, or it'll wait for the refreshing. So then you have to just wait for us to let you know when the next voting point comes up. Again, any judges over here who have any questions, any problems, just raise your hand. We will come and assist you and explain to you what is going on. I want to make sure all our judges are feeling comfortable. Everyone's looking at their iPads, making sure that's all right. Raise your hand. We'll get to you. Don't worry. We'll make sure we're all ready to do. Today is about being epic. It's about making sure the top 10 finalists can keep going. The QR code on the iPad, you will get that. This is for the judges that you have. Yes, this is for the judges. Now, if you want to participate, though, Albert, you definitely can, because we also have another one called My Favorite Pitcher Award. That's for everybody over here. Everybody, if you want to support a team that you like the most, this is the QR code you want to scan. And remember, you can vote for your favorite pitcher. And that favorite pitcher who has the highest number of votes will be awarded $3,000. And the key over here is that you can vote for more than one team. So if you liked a lot of them, don't hesitate and vote them, give them your vote as well. Do not be scared about that. And with that, I think our judges are ready. We're still discussing of the iPad, making sure we can give the votes in. That's most important as well. But at the same time, everyone at home, everyone watching online, everyone who's right here, remember, you can vote for your My Favorite Pitcher Award and support the team you like the most, okay? The point is, if you like somebody, vote for them. Don't worry about only choosing one. You can choose more than one team that you like the most, okay? So having said all that stuff, the pitching is a very simple system. Let me explain the rules of today's game. So each team will have 3 minutes to pitch, okay? 3 minutes to pitch, and the pitching time cannot be brought forward into the 2 minutes Q&A session that the panel of judges will have. After that, the judges will have a time to digest these ideas, and that's, of course, for everybody to decide if the pitch that you just saw was one of your favorite pitches, all right? So myself, though, I get the lovely role of being the timekeeper, which means if anybody during their pitch goes over 3 minutes, I become the bad guy. I start walking towards you. I look like this guy, and I will slowly creep behind you and come close to you and cut you at 3 minutes sharp, okay? Don't make me the bad guy. I'm a nice guy, all right? But if you go after 3 minutes, I change and I become really mean. So, having said that, now is the official time to begin. Everyone joining us live in Sky 100 and tuning online, are you ready? If you are, make some noise! Okay, so one more time. Any judges, if you have any issue with your iPad, please raise your hand now, because once we start the pitching, we got to make sure we're smooth. Okay, some judges over here still got an issue. We'll solve that first before we begin anything. Everybody else, remember, today, top 10 finalists, they're nervous, they're excited, but we are definitely going to be seeing 10 epic ideas. We've been in the lifts. We had 60 seconds. 60 seconds can go past very fast or can take a really long time. But the most important thing is, after you've done it, you want to be always walking away feeling like you were epic as well. With that, now, I want to make sure, one more time, any judges with any issues, if you do have any problems, please raise your hand again. Otherwise, I'm going to think that we're all ready to go. We got one more judge that has an issue. Let's make sure we take care of that first, please. Over there, making sure that we're ready to go. Everybody else, remember, right now is a good chance for you to take a deep breath. For the next hour, we're going to be sitting up here listening to pitch after pitch after pitch and making sure we see the best ideas possible. The key over here for judges, you want to make sure you pick the best team. Everybody else, my favorite pitcher award is what you want to support. Remember, you can vote for more than one team that you like the most for my favorite pitcher award, but judges, when you pick someone in the category, that is the team that will win that category. And just to remind everybody what's on the line, the winner of each category will get $10,000 as well, on top of the $6,000 they've already received. And finally, for the epic champion, $100,000 towards your best idea that you showcased to us today. One last call. Any judges? Any problem? If we're not, I think it's time to begin today with our first tech category of the elevator pitch competition finals. Having said that, the first tech category, it comes to us for FinTech, and the first team is the virtual team, TikTap. Simply Connect. Let's make sure that they're ready over here. Okay, you're good. All right, nod if you're feeling good. You're feeling good. Judges, are you ready to rock? If you are, give me a thumbs up as well. Judges, we're good? Having said that, I'm going to count you down. 3 minutes will start in 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Good afternoon. My name is Jordi Breda, CEO of TikTap Simply Connect. It's a real pleasure to be here with you today. So, every single object that surrounds you has information attached to it. It doesn't matter if it's a book, a TV, a washing machine, or an industrial asset. Everything has information. Warranty forms, technical information, checklists, usage tips, or even customer feedback. This information can be accessed over multiple channels, such as internet searches, paper documents, PDF files, email attachments, or even databases. But the real fact is that we spend 2 hours every day in searching and accessing such information. In economic terms, it means a cost of $18 million every single day. Moreover, 70% of worldwide printed paper ends up in the trash at the end of the day, creating a huge negative impact of 114 million tons of CO2 every year. And that's what TikTap solves. We change the rules on how we access information by transforming any physical object into a unique digital entity. We centralize all the information related to a physical object and make it accessible from any smartphone with no need to install any application and from the object itself. Our cutting-edge platform allows any person to decide what to bind to a specific object in the simplest way. Just drag and drop content into this new digital entity concept, and with no technical skills needed. As simple as it sounds. We're reducing more than 99% the time we spend in searching and accessing information. Plus, we completely erase the need to print any single-use paper, offering a powerful digitization tool for any company to comply with SDG 2030. Getting what you need from anything you need when you need it. TikTap is in a mature state. Since 2018, we have been tractioning big companies, reducing drastically employee operational costs without needing to change any existing infrastructure. This 2021, we have achieved to reduce our customer acquisition cost by 2. We have lowered our churn rate to practically 0, and we have doubled our incomes. Our next milestones are to raise investment, to keep boosting our incomes, push our expansion, and keep investing in R&D as our state of art. This is TikTap Simply Connect. It has been a huge pleasure to be here pitching today. Thank you very much.
All right, there you have it. Almost full 3 minutes. So now we move on to the Q&A session. If any judges have a question, please raise your hand. We'll give you a mic. You can ask the question, and you have time to answer it. So once the judge begins the first question, 2 minutes starts from there. Any judges, anything you're curious about, this is your chance to give us the question, and we will answer it as well as we can. 2 minutes of Q&A time. Any judges, if you do, please raise your hand. We will pass the mic over to you. Looking around the room. Oh, I like it. That's usually a good sign. That means that you were so clear in your presentation. The judges have no questions so far. But I believe I'm looking at their eyes. They're still thinking. They're trying to digest everything you just said. Let me look over here on the left side. Any judges with questions? So far, so good. Oh, right over here, we have one question. Can we pass the mic over here?
Hi. Can you elaborate a little bit about your technology in the sense that you said there's no setup, no specific equipment required. So if I'm a consumer walking up to an equipment and wanting to get information on it, do I use my phone camera or how does it operate?
Yeah, in fact, we can use many technologies. We use normally NFC technology, which nowadays all our smartphones got this technology on them. And also we combine it with QR codes. So at the end, we want a unique link per physical object. Once you scan that QR or just tap your smartphone with the NFC technology, switch it on, you will land into what we call progressive web application. So yeah, it's kind of appless. That breaks the barrier of accessibility and makes it transversable to many stakeholders that have to be involved within the same object.
All right, clear enough. That's good. Anybody else with a question? We have 1 minute left for any questions from the judges. Anything you want to ask? Do we have anybody so far? Everyone seems. Do you have a question? Yeah. Right there. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I just wanted to still understand a little bit more about why you have to adopt NFC into this. What the general ledger capabilities. This is talking about almost like from small businesses to large businesses, right? And then the second question is QR code. I guess is auto generation and it's filing and it's also compartmentalization, etc. But I mean, I'm still trying to understand what is the difference between this and typical scanning and documentation technologies and applications.
All right, just less than 30 seconds.
Sure, yeah. At the end, it's the same, a QR code and an NFC. It makes the same job. But we find that there are several environments that are light dependent, that are scratched QR codes. So in industrial environments, you can have a lot of dust over the QR codes. So instead of trying to scan optically the QR code, you can just tap the smartphone on top, okay? This will raise up a browser, and inside that browser, you will find the content that you have set it up for that asset.
All right, there we go. Clear enough for you. That's 2 minutes. Thank you much, everybody. That was TikTap Simply Connect, opening up with the first pitch of this finals. Let's move on to our next tech category, also in the fintech category from Hong Kong, Wizpresso. Wizpresso, come onto the stage. Get settled on stage first. We'll hand you a mic. Let's get him a mic as well. You get to the center of the stage, and I'll count you down and get ready for this.
Testing.
Yeah, there we go. Get ready. Your 3 minutes on stage starts in 3, 2, 1. Go for it.
Hi, I'm Kelvin. I'm the founder and CEO of Wizpresso. We are a Hong Kong-based technology company that specializes in capital markets AI solutions. Now, Asia is the financial center, with Hong Kong being the #1 IPO hub for the past few years, with the most IPO and also the most funds raised. However, the IPO process is actually very time-consuming, expensive, and manual. And this is due to a very long due diligence process and many parties being involved. In fact, over 5 to 7% of the IPO proceeds goes to due diligence fees, and the whole process can take up to 4 to 12 months. And imagine this inefficiency compound, as more than 15 key stakeholders are involved. So our goal is to leverage natural language processing and deep learning to augment financial capital markets workflow and empower stakeholders in better collaborating with each other. Now, one of the most time-consuming part of due diligence is verification. And this process takes lawyers and bankers 400 to 600 hours per deal to do. So verification is the process of ensuring all information in a prospectus and other disclosures are accurate and not misleading. And not being able to do so could lead to lawsuits, reputational damage, and not being able to list. So using our cloud-based SaaS platform, we've helped thousands of bankers and lawyers in saving over 75% times in drafting and verifying prospectus. And it doesn't just stop there. We adopt a subscription-based and also an on-demand model, and we estimate our revenue to be $1 million and $3 million this and next year, respectively. This is not just about IPO, but also post-IPO and other types of verification. We estimate the global due diligence market to be well over $200 billion, involving auditors, legal advisors, issuers, and sponsors, etc. So we are a team of 30 people. Over 70% of us are data scientists and engineers. But let's take a step back of what we're building here. We're building a RegTech platform that empowers not just Hong Kong, but the world's capital markets and achieving FinTech 2025. Thank you very much for having me here.
Let's keep this going. We have around 2 minutes time for any questions that you have. You can pose it right now in person. We will answer you. 2 minutes time. Let the judges digest what you just said in a very concise 2.5 minutes. Anything you have questions regarding what we just discussed in the last 2.5 minutes? Anybody over here? Judges, again, just raise your hand. We'll see. Okay, right over there. Let's get a mic over here, please.
Herbert.
Do we have a mic? Oh, there we go.
Can you give me one example of how you're using AI to accelerate the process?
Definitely. So traditionally, lawyers would print out the prospectus, circle everything, determine what's facts and opinion, and then find supporting document. With our platform called Factify, you can upload a 600-page prospectus, and within minutes, we'll give you an assessment of what is in scope of verification. Everything would be circled up with a reference ID, and we're also using deep learning, suggest within that context what type of documents is required to verify this statement. So imagine this being replicated over 25,000 statements within a prospectus on average, and that turns a 600-hour process into a minute. But the lawyers can, use this and help review the entire prospectus.
All right, we have a minute left. Anybody else with a question? Right over there. We'll pass it over to
Jackie.
behind over there, please. Behind. We'll go behind. You raise it. We'll pass it to you. Yeah, you had your hand first, so I'll give it to you.
Quick one. What's your major competitive advantage? Is it the data that you've collected, or the algorithm that you're using?
We are positioned as both a big data provider and also workflow automation. We have another product that covers 12 capital markets with over 50 million documents, and that provides us a very strong, powerful database to train our AI to recognize internal documents as well as a prospectus. So we're well positioned, not competing with just a pure play legal tech tool, but also not with the big data. We are a hybrid, and we're very well positioned to capture this market. Thanks.
All right, real quick, for 20 seconds left, would you have a quick question you would like to add on as well?
Yep.
Let's wrap it up real quick.
Can you share more some idea of your security architecture for protection of data?
Yeah, great question. So we meet bank-grade security. We're already working with certain Hong Kong banks. And basically, we use state-of-the-art enterprise-grade infrastructure, leveraging the cloud. But we also have a very strong governance and training on cybersecurity, ensuring the documents are encrypted and protected, not just by the team, but by hardware infrastructure.
Wonderful. Right there, 2 minutes of Q&A. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Rispresso. Good luck to that. And that takes us to the end of the FinTech category. So judges, this is your chance to go into the app. Make sure you click on the go to the next slide button or refresh your page, and you will see that we've got the question telling you to vote for your best FinTech team that you like the most. During the same time, everyone watching online, My Favorite Picture Award, you're the one who has to say. Make sure you cast your vote for My Favorite Picture Award. If you haven't done so already, scan the QR code, pick who you like so far. Remember, you can vote more than once. That means if you like the two teams already, give them your vote. If you liked one of them, give them one vote. You can still vote for the other teams coming up next in the next few categories. Judges are looking at their votes, putting it in. So far, judges seem to be pretty good. They've entered their votes already. So let's move on to the next tech category of today, which is green tech and construction tech. Our first team coming to us virtually. It is Papcut. Let's get Papcut onto the screen. Get ready for this. The next pitch is going to be ready. Get him on the main screen first, and then we can get this started. 1 second. Let's load you up real quick. There we go. Okay, we can see you beautifully. Judges are sitting there ready to focus. You're ready to go, so I'm going to count you down in 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes. Let's go.
I'm Manuel, founder and CEO of Papcut. And I'm here today to present you the transition from plastic packaging to pure paper packaging. Paper has a great end of life. It's either easily recycled or it's just biodegradable, just like a leaf. It has been impossible for the past decades to make packaging out of pure paper because paper is fragile, is porous, and absorbs any kind of liquid. This is where PapCoat comes in, to offer an unprecedented paper coating technology that, once applied on paper, will empower paper with barriers and properties as strong and as performant as plastic, while keeping it fully recyclable and biodegradable, exactly like pure paper. The coating consists of a flexible, thin layer of glass that chemically adheres onto paper cellulose. A couple of weeks ago, Philip Morris placed its first recurring order with PapCoat for the delivery of $150,000 worth of PapCoat coating solution. With that milestone, PapCoat has achieved full industrial and technological validation for numerous applications and is now recognized by major CPG brands such as Unilever, Danone, and Philip Morris. PapCoat, after a number of tests, has been also validated as a potential solution by Nestlé, Danone, and Unilever to define and deliver a commercial packaging solution based on the PapCoat technology by the end of 2022. The plastic packaging business is valued over $1,000 billion. And PapCoat has the potential to serve this market entirely and extensively, especially because PapCoat is a plug-and-play solution that requires no additional CapEx investment from our customers. PapCoat can scale quite rapidly thanks to a licensing-based business model and a decentralized manufacturing approach, whereby customers can integrate the coating manufacturing process into their production facility. This offering will be available to address the $1 million order expected by mid-2022. PapCoat coating technology has been filed patent in 2020, and we are going to file 4 new patents for a variety of packaging applications that will allow PapCoat to serve the entire packaging spectrum. For now, we are ahead of schedule on our timeline, so we expect to reach a turnover of $3 million per month within 18 months, avoiding the production of over 2,000 tons of plastic per month. Sometimes people wonder if PapCoat is a moonshot. Yes, indeed we are. So fasten your seatbelt because we're landing. Thank you.
All right, there we go. Just barely under 3 minutes, which means it's time for Q&A. PapCoat giving you ideas about the future. So any judges have any questions? This is your chance. Digest what you just heard. Have a little think as well in your head. We have 2 minutes of time for you to ask away anything you want to know about the technology we were discussing just now. Looking around judges, they're having a little think in their head. That's good. That's always a good sign. That means they liked what they heard. They understood it, but they're just kind of digesting, thinking, okay, I see that. What about this? All right, looking around the room, let's see. If judges seem to be quite satisfied. That's always a good sign. That means you were very, very clear, concise. It was obvious what you were trying to talk about. Right over here, let's get a mic. We got the question for this session. Let's do it.
Can you talk a bit about the environmental impact of the waste that comes out of your packaging material? Is it biodegradable? Is it recyclable?
Completely. That's the first pillar of PapCoat. To make fully biodegradable and fully recyclable paper in order to make plastic-like packaging. Plastic-like means same performances. But the problem of plastic is the end of life, right? And you have rich countries where you can recycle paper, and from 1 kilo of paper coated with PapCoat, you can get back 1 kilo of paper to make new packaging. And this is a first of a kind in the history of packaging. Normally, let's say the average is about 30% today, okay, of recyclability rate. But you have also countries or situations where you cannot recycle properly your packaging. So this paper should have to be completely biodegradable. And that's the second part. So really, we focus on having these 2 things, and all our packages are made intrinsically with these 2 products.
All right, real quick. So we have around 40 seconds left. Basically, wrapping it up.
Quickly, do you have to sacrifice any of the properties like strength or price?
No, Babcock create some chemical cross-linking also between the cellulose fibers, which increase stiffness and mechanical resistance, leading to use less paper to make the same package.
Okay, so using less paper to make the same amount of package. Okay, that's always a good sign that you can be more efficient. Okay, we're down to the last 10 seconds. Anyone with the last quick question? Otherwise, we're going to wrap this one up. Judges seem pretty satisfied. I think they're pretty good. All right, thank you so much, Papkut. Good luck with that. This is the first team for the Green Tech and Construction Tech category. Let's move on to our next one in the Green Tech and Construction Tech category, a physical finalist. Please welcome Arki Reef. Arki Reef, come join us on stage. A round of applause, please. Arki Reef, here you go. Stage is us. Good to see you. All right, I'm going to count you down. You have 3 minutes time to make sure the judges are impressed. In 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. But we have an issue here. We are facing a global climate crisis, and the environment that we're living in is getting more and more challenging. Ecosystems like coral reefs are dying at an unprecedented rate. In fact, 90% of all coral reefs will be gone in the next 30 years, and this will lead to a devastating impact on our life by destroying one of the most critical ecosystems on Earth. Indeed, the United Nations stressed that this decade is the most important when it comes to ecosystem restoration. And this is where Arki Reef comes in. We restore degraded marine ecosystems such as coral reef, mangrove, and kelp forest. And we do this by 3D printing reef tiles that's designed based on a 3D printed algorithms, our proprietary algorithms, and 3D printed with clay. And these reef tiles create an environment for marine life to thrive in. Businesses and government work with us via a simple 3-step model. We select a site to deploy. We deploy the reef tiles on the seafloor, and we continue to monitor the restoration success. So for our clients, there is a setup fee and an annual subscription model based on the scope of the project. For now, we have established a 40 square meters reef in Hong Kong, and our solution is proven to secure a 98% survivorship, which is 4 times more effective than any other solutions on the market. In the last 12 months, we have been admitted to a Hong Kong U incubation program, IDANJONT, and Hong Kong U Science Park ideation program and IncuTech. We have also received a global media coverage with outlets such as CNN, The Guardian, the South China Morning Post, and the World Economic Forum featured us as one of the most innovative solutions on the market for climate crisis. Currently, we are raising a seed round of $1 million US. And we are looking for use this funding to fund our team and expand our production in Hong Kong. So myself, I'm Rico Yu. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Arki Reef. And together, of our team, I'm a marine biologist and a PhD candidate at the University of Hong Kong. Our co-founder and chief scientific officer, Dr. David Baker, has 15 years of experience in climate change and marine biology, and of course, biodiversity as well. Together with us, we have Natalie Mand, our operations managers, with broad experience in project management and marketing. The time clock is ticking. We need to take action now. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That was Arki Reef right over there. We got to coexist with nature. That's really important. Okay, so moving on to Q&A session time. 2 minutes. Anybody is curious? Questions straight up. That's fantastic. We got a question right over here, please. Hand over the mic. Let's do this.
Yeah. So that's a very compelling product that you guys are making. I have several questions. So number one is, when you mentioned one of the metrics is about 4x survivability. This is against normal ceramic, recyclable materials. But what is the cost to biodensity? That's one of the KPIs that's kind of necessary because you're kind of comparing against materials that are pretty much free, crushed up, dropped in as well too. And so are you going to deploy it to NGOs or this? And then the second question. Sorry, I got a lot of questions. Have you also considered more of the for-private space, like aquaculture shellfish, hatcheries, and also coral hatcheries as well too? Last question.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned 3D printing. This is ceramics. How does that work? I'm kind of curious about that because you have to have a high temperature setting for that.
Thank you, Joseph. So I'll go with the easiest one. How 3D printing with clay works. So for now, 3D printing technology is very advanced in terms of resins. But with clay, it's almost like an art and technology. So right now we have artists and designers with experience handling clay. So we have to 3D print them in clay. We have to dry them and fire them afterwards to make it solid. So as for your first question, why terracotta? So my question is, are there any other friendly materials that are friendly to the marine lives? So right now, most of the other materials are using concrete or metals or plastics. And these materials are either leaching toxic chemicals into the ocean or they're non-friendly to marine lives. So why makes terracotta great is that it's 100% natural and is environmentally friendly. So even if it is putting into water, it won't leach toxic chemicals, and coral babies, or even, they will naturally attach to the area. So this is why we're terracotta, even though it's technically difficult to handle compared to the other materials, but we love them. And not only because we love them, because marine lives love them. So as for your second question is about why only corals. It's actually beyond corals. Our ultimate goal is really mobilizing the blue carbon, not only corals, but mangroves as well. So I'll get back to you after this. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. That was Archie Reef, everybody. Tough questions, straight up. Okay, our third team from the Green Tech and Construction Tech comes to us also physically. It is Clear Robotics, everyone. Clear Robotics, come on up here. All right, stage is here. 3 minutes on the clock. I'm going to count you to start it off in 3. Don't worry, it'll get going once we start it out. 3, 2, 1, let's do this.
Hi, I'm Samyukta. You can call me Sammy. I'm from Clear Robotics Limited, and our product is actually open ocean camera. If you eat fish on a regular basis, the chances are the stuff that ends up on your plate, almost half of it is from a fish farm. In fact, just in China, the small and medium-sized fish farms produce more than 140 billion US dollars worth of farm fish. Okay. But the processes that are used in fish farms right now are really extremely archaic and 100-year-old processes that ends up wasting a lot of resources and feed, as well as lead to a lot of loss of the actual fish because of diseases. So right now, for example, in a fish farm, what they end up doing is actually if they want to feed their fish, they have to kind of go and estimate and kind of throw the feed into the farm. Or they have to kind of dive to inspect the status of their fish right now. We think this process is kind of very archaic, and as a result, our product, Open Ocean Camera, is a very simple to use smart device that even a person with no technical knowledge is able to kind of install into their fish farm. And we have stereo cameras and sensors that kind of help us analyze data about fish health, pollution levels, and even feed usage. With Open Ocean Camera, with the data that we're able to collect, we're able to provide recommendations that save each fish farm up to 20% in terms of cost and improve their profits by 15%. Our competitors, however, are on the other side of the world and are very focused on salmon fish farms in Europe and Canada. And their products are actually very complex and expensive to be useful to an average Chinese fish farmer. With our product, we basically want to cater to the market that has been ignored and neglected. In the future, we basically want to use the data that we already have and integrate the supply and demand to create a platform that connects the suppliers, the fish farmers, and even the buyers to create an integrated platform. We have already made more than $2 million of Hong Kong dollars worth of sales, and we're working with local government departments such as the AFCD. And in the future, we also want to work with provincial fisheries departments in China to kind of use their influence to increase our adoption levels. We are the first mover in China, actually, right now. And with your investment, we really believe that we can make a great impact. Thank you so much.
All right, that's time. 3 minutes happening straight up. Thank you so much. Everybody, Clear Robotics. Had to cut you, to be fair. But don't worry, we go into the next segment, the Q&A time. Any of the judges have a question? Oh, right there. Okay, let's do this.
All right. 3 questions, if you don't mind. Number one, is this for open water or recirculatory systems?
It can be used with open water ponds as well. It can be used anywhere as long as you're able to deploy it.
Got it, thank you. And then the sensing technology, you mentioned camera, but how about chemical sensing like nitrates and nitrites, ammonia, etc.? Because how does that actually, what are the KPIs for feed dosing anyways? I'm kind of curious about that for you.
Sorry, I wasn't able to hear you.
What are the main metrics for feed dosage? Is it based on visual count in terms of nutrient input?
So our AI algorithm is basically able to detect how much feed actually sinks without being eaten. And based on that, we are able to make estimations for the future feeding purposes.
So feed, that's light scatter effects, right? So then how does that work? In high algae situations, a lot of the recirculatory systems have algae as well too. How do you guys count that?
So basically with our camera, we're able to move it within the pen in different areas, even with just a single camera. Therefore, we're even in high algae situations, especially with the project that we're already doing in AFCD, with AFCD in Hong Kong, we're able to kind of adjust and increase the light and everything to kind of see when how the feed is actually reacting.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good. We have around 40 seconds left. Anybody with one more question?
So you mentioned you'll provide advice to the farmers in terms of how better to raise their fish. So do you have data on different kind of categories of fish, or do you need time to build up that knowledge?
So right now we're already working with 5 different species of fish, and we can do many, many more because we started off with marine researchers, our product. We can train for new fish species within a month or two, and therefore as soon as we have a new fish species, we just get data from them, or even just put our cameras there and collect the data ourselves, and we can train our AI model based off of that within a month or
And
two.
how do you help them reduce risk of disease?
Sorry?
How do you help them reduce
based
the risk?
off of behavioral, indications, because if a fish is sick, for example, it will go to the end of the pond and kind of swim backwards, and these are stuff that we've actually heard from the local fish farmers here. So those kind of behavioral changes are very obvious and can actually be detected very easily.
All right, and that's time for 2 minutes. Everyone clear robotics. Good luck. They'll take the mic from you, don't worry about it. So that was 3 teams for the green tech and construction tech. Judges, this is your time to cast your vote. If any judges have any issues with the voting process, just raise your hand. We'll come over and help you out with that. Everyone remember, 1 vote for this category. Now everyone watching as well, everyone in the room as well, remember my favorite picture award is waiting for your vote. If you liked any of the teams in the green tech and construction tech category, give them your vote. Don't forget, you can vote for more than 1 team, so don't be shy. Don't hesitate. Let them do it. Give them that vote, and they can definitely enjoy being my favorite picture award at the end of the day. Moving ahead, our next category is the health technology category. Let me make sure all the judges are still voting. I'm going to give them a little bit more time to put in their votes. I want to make sure that they're focused for the next team coming up here to pitch their brand new idea, the greatest epic idea that they have to present to you. Remember, my favorite picture award right over here. If you have not scanned the QR code, do so right now and give them a chance. Okay, moving ahead to our 3rd category of today, which is health technology. Our first team is coming to us virtually. It is Iortex. Let's get them onto the screen. Iortex, are you here with us? If you are, okay, we got you. Wonderful. The judges are there. They're ready for your ideas. I'm going to give you time. 3 minutes will start in 3, 2, 1. Go for it.
It is the artery that keeps us alive. Sometimes the aorta gets sick and develops an aneurysm, an expansion of the wall. Eventually, the wall tears, creating a hole, an aortic dissection. As you can imagine, this is extremely dangerous and kills up to 50% of those who suffer it. Despite that, current treatment presents severe limitations and must be replaced. Open surgeries, extremely invasive, crack open the chest to repair the aorta. So many patients die during the operation. Catheters and stents can be used to reduce invasiveness and mortality, but eventually fail due to mechanical mismatch between the pulsing aorta and the stiff device. At the Aortics, we want to change the paradigm of how aortic disease dissection is treated. We have invented and patented a disruptive device. It is a minimally invasive adhesive patch that sticks to the aorta and covers the entry tear. Let me show you how it works. The patch is folded inside the catheter. It is navigated through the aorta and then is expanded at the entry tear and attaches against the aorta. The patch integrates in the vessel and cells can grow on it and colonize it. The patch has the same elasticity than the aorta and pulses with it. The patch will save the lives of thousands of patients who will die because of current treatments. After 3 years of hard work, we have demonstrated the patch works as we promised to our first investors. We have implanted it in animals up to 3 months, and we have observed local regeneration of the aorta. The change is here. The change has arrived. We now need to convert our disruptive solution into profitable business. The future is exciting. We're now raising a 10 million euro Series A to perform first-in-human experiments and pursue regulation in Europe, USA, China, and Japan to reach the market in 2026. A market that is worth it. It will exceed 550 million euros, and our technology will further evolve to treat aortic aneurysms for a combined market of more than 3 billion euros. Thanks to competitive pricing, we'll be able to capture a significant share of the market, but also to gain many new patients who cannot be treated nowadays. We are already talking to large medical device companies and distributors to make sure our solution gets there and the support of our investors is rewarded. We ask the audience to live a healthy life to reduce the risk of suffering a dissection, but we also ask investors to be epic, to trust us, to support us in our journey. We ask everyone to think aorta and to think aortics.
All right, there you have it. A healthy heart is important to all of us, especially if it's an epically healthy heart. I like it. So, 2 minutes for Q&A time. Any judges, anything you would like to ask?
Amma, please be ready.
Oh, right over here, let's see. So any of the judges have a question, anything about your heart health, anything about what we discussed just now? This is, oh, right over here, let's go for it. 2 minutes.
So I just wanted to ask, is partial aortic valve replacement or is it full valve replacement?
No, it's not valve, it's aortic wall. So the valve is untouched. So what we do is repair focally. We put a patch on the hole at the aortic wall.
Got it, thank you. And you also mentioned that you're raising $10 million for first-in-human trials for 4 regions. That's not enough. How are you guys going to stage it?
No, so it's first in human, and then there's a Series D of 60 million euros to cover the rest of the trial. But first, we need to do first in human, not to do this first in human, demonstrate it works, and then do a multicentric worldwide clinical study.
And the CROs you're working with, they're all in EU currently right now, so it's more for EU regulation.
No, we try to work locally. We're building a CRO network to work locally in the different geographies, because as you well know, every geography has its particularities.
Got it, thank you.
All right, that's good. We got a minute left. Anybody else have anything else you'd like to ask? Anybody curious about anything? We have just under a minute time for Q&A. Anything about what you heard, the discussion of the technology, making sure that in the future everyone has a healthier heart? Do we have any questions? Judges seem pretty satisfied. I like this. This is always a good sign to me. I'm looking one more time. We got half a minute left. I'll give it another 5 more seconds for you to think. If there's a question, this is your chance. Seems like everyone's happy. I'm going to have to call it. Well, thank you so much. I think that's it. You were clear. They liked it. That's a good sign. Aortex, that was it. Now let's move on to our next health technology category team, also coming to us virtually, Novi Limited. Come join us on the screen. Let's take a look and let's welcome you to our screen. Novi Limited, let's load you up. Okay, we got you over here. Nice, I like it over there. Judges are looking focused, they're ready to do it. You have 3 minutes, starting in 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Good afternoon. I'm here to talk about Novi and our technology called DARK. Novi's immediate goals is to focus the technology as a biomarker for glaucoma and AMD clinical trials. DARK is a biologic combined with artificial intelligence, which enables pharmaceutical companies to de-risk and accelerate their clinical development programs. We can save them time and money. When a human cell is going through apoptosis, i.e. it's sick, stressed, or dying, there's an inside layer which goes through the cell membrane. Our DARK molecule comes and attaches itself to that and binds. We can then take an image using a standard retinal imaging scan, which will then identify the individually labeled sick cells. Our AI can then read these and count these and distinguish the patterns to determine the potential of the different disease and the severity. DARK as a biomarker can do 2 main things. We can identify patients with more active disease. So this means that you can take the right patients into your clinical trial. We can also test drugs rapidly. So rather than drug trials taking years, we can provide results in weeks. Currently in ophthalmology, most clinical endpoints are around 18 months long. So this provides a substantial saving to pharmaceutical companies. If you're going to fail, you should fail early and fast with DARK. Currently, in 2021, the company has contracted over $2 million worth of commercial contracts with the pharmaceutical industry, which includes a number of big pharma clients. In total, we believe the market will be worth around 600 million per annum, and this is based on existing clinical trials to date. In the future, DARK will be developed into a diagnostic pending a phase 3 clinical trial. Because it works at the cellular level, we should be able to identify disease up to 10 years ahead of the standard of care. This means that patients will be able to be treated earlier and therefore preserve vision. DARK is currently in an IV into the arm. We do have a nasal solution available. And the reasons to invest in Novi, which is looking for $8 million, is that we have a strong clinical history, over 21 clinical papers published to date, with the latest being published in Progress in Retinal Eye Research, which is the highest rated ophthalmology magazine. We also have very strong IP, and it's a very disruptive technology. There's no other technology which can identify individual cell stress in vivo. It's also a genuine platform technology. So it's a biomarker now and can be developed into a diagnostic in the future. It's a very scalable technology as well. So we would train the CROs, the CRO would perform the clinical trial, provide the images back to us for our cloud platform. Our AI will analyze that information, and then we will provide a report to the client. The technology may also work in CNS, and that's because the eye is a window to the brain. So any manifestations of disease in the brain, we should be able to visualize using the same technique. We also have a very strong team. Professor Francesca Cordero is a professor at Imperial and UCL, and the company has recently been listed as one of the top UK biotech startups. Thank you very much.
We're going to have to cut you right there. 3 minutes sharp. Thank you so much. That was Novi Limited talking about the future of health for everybody. This is, of course, moving on to the Q&A session where you get 2 minutes to answer any question that our judges have that want to know about what you discussed just now. So we got 2 minutes. Let the judges kind of simmer in what they just heard, have a little think through their minds and say, okay, I heard that. That's pretty interesting. But are there any questions? Was there anything they're unclear about? Anybody that feels that there's some holes they want to fill with information? So far, I'm looking at the judges. They seem pretty interested. But okay, do we have a question right over here? Wonderful. Over to you.
Hi, we may have missed the detail earlier, but can you remind us about how many different diseases are you able to identify using this technology?
So the data that we have published is only in AMD and glaucoma. However, we potentially could have used the same technique on Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and MS. We have some preclinical data in those other areas, but we haven't got any human data in those CNS indications at the moment. But that's something that we will look to do in the upcoming years.
And this would allow physicians to identify these patients how much earlier than traditional methods?
Well, in terms of AMD and glaucoma, it would be up to 10 years ahead as a standard of care because currently physicians have to look at visual damage, and because we'll be able to identify the damage on a cellular basis, that'll be much, much earlier. In terms of the CNS, like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, there isn't a standard method of detecting. So therefore, if we were able to detect those CNS diseases via the retina, that would be a significant breakthrough in medical science, which will impact and save hundreds of millions of people from going through those diseases. Obviously, we still need to find a cure for those diseases, but detection is the first step.
Okay, we got just 40 seconds left. Anybody with the final question over here? We have one question all the way over that side. Go for it.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So I have a question about the technology. I know it's already quite a mature technology to use AI to analyze the retinal image. So, for example, like AirDoc, which is a Hong Kong listed company, also use the same technology. So, just wondering what's the differentiation for your technology in terms of precision and maybe prediction of disease progression?
Yes, so they're using visual fields as images, which are then being scanned. So we're operating at a cellular level, which is years before those are taking place. So therefore, they're identifying that damage has taken place. we're basically saying that damage is going to happen. So ours is predictive, theirs is reactive. So it's a significant advantage over those technologies.
All right over there, preventative, and the other one is adaptive. All right, so let's do this. That's one more time for Novi Limited, everybody. Moving ahead to our last team in the health technology category, coming to us physically, it's PointFit Technology. Join us on stage, right in the middle. Once I count you down, 3 minutes will begin. Everybody, the last in the health technology in 3, 2, 1. Time starts now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kenny, co-founder and CEO of PointFit. Let me show you guys something cool. Yep. So what did I do just now? So pretty much I'm detecting cortisol, a stress hormone that people usually get from blood, now can get it from sweat and directly transmit to my phone. So we're from PointFit. We're making a non-invasive, real-time, and decentralized health monitoring for everyone through our skin patch sweat sensor. So our technology is developed using a patented advanced material, which is the transparent part over here, that collects the sweat and proven that's validated with blood. So this advanced material is what makes it possible for sweat sensing wearables. And unlike any wearables right now, the wearables that right now we have is mostly monitoring the electrical signal, heart rate. But we are actually looking for a molecular level, which is inside from your biofluids, that directly from your body, which makes it much more accurate. So this one is what makes us very different from the other wearables. For our business model, apart from just selling the sweat sensors, we're also making a PointFit app that we just have. Through machine learning, we actually can provide a predictive algorithm that can make the software can understand their human body better and can advise where people get a recovery processes. So, and apart from that, from our PointFit app and our PointFit stress sensors, we can cross-sell the products that their users are related. For example, your stress are high. Then we can suggest them the related products they need. And from there, we can actually take a charge fees. So this is what we envision to make an IoT healthcare ecosystem from it. So we first target to sell for athletes because we first see a huge need for the athletes because they have pricking blood so many times, especially during trainings. And as soon as we get the endorsement from them, we try to get to the layman markers by expanding our biomarkers to glucose, lactate, natrium, and so on and so forth. So our team is with the expertise of nanoengineering and software, as well as the sports science advisors from the CUHK and HKBU, Professor Patrick Yong from CUHK, and Professor Julian Baker from HKBU. We believe that we can target or revolutionize the health wearables that worth 46 billion. And ladies and gentlemen, one tap instead of one blood prick, no wristband, no tape. This is the future of wearables. This is PointFit. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Nice. I'd be a perfect client. I sweat a lot, so definitely good for that. Okay, now Q&A time. We have 2 minutes of questions from the judges. Anything you're thinking about, this is your chance to ask away. This is the last team for the health technology category. If the judges have any questions, this is your chance. Looking around the room. I'm going to look at that side to make sure. Okay, we got a question over here.
Yeah, I got a question. So how does serum cortisol, how does it detecting that, is it more effective than proxy elements that are already being tested right now, like through blood pressure, heart rate, and all that? Like, because I do hear there's quite a lot of reports about, serum cortisol is not exactly directly correlated to direct stress in that way too, so I'm kind of curious about that.
Right, so the cortisol itself, what we consulted with the sports scientists, is more on the recovery processes. So the way we analyze cortisol is from decrease from when you sleep at night and then what happened in the morning. So usually athletes, they prick the blood during Sunday night after they having a serious training during Monday and Saturday to check what happens in the Monday morning. So Monday morning, if the cortisol already dropped, it shows a good recovery, and then the coaches can monitor, tailor the exercise that's going to do on the following week. So that's pretty much how the recovery process seen from the cortisol.
Thank you. Got it.
All right, we got a minute left, which means right there.
Is it a real-time monitoring? Because it looks like you have to tag on it to check it, or is it?
Right, yeah, it's supposed to be real-time. It's just like technical evidence. So right now, the technology is based on the NFC, so pretty much tapping your octopus. So this one, we can transmit the signal right now because it's less battery, because to make it much thinner. This one is still the first rough prototype. Of course, we will try to make it thinner as the product launches. So, and then secondly, after that, later on, we'll make the BLE transmission for... Right.
Is it going to feed me information while I'm running?
Right now,
I have to do that.
Yes, so right now, our first product launches, which is the cortisol sensor, will just be per tap. But later on, we're also launching the second product, which is second generation that monitor continuous monitoring that measures lactate for running a marathon. So that's pretty much, in that case, we will need a BLE. That was we developing our supercapacitor flexible material based on our material as well that can provide us much more battery to survive for marathon.
All right, I think we're just out of time right there. So thank you again. That was PointFed Technology, everybody. Okay, now that was the end of our health technology category, which means judges, this is your chance to vote. If whoever you like the most in the health technology technical category. Everybody else, what did I say? My favorite picture award, it's happening. This is your chance. Remember, you want to go there and vote for the team you like the most for My Favorite Picture Award, where you can vote for more than one team at a time. So make sure, don't hesitate, don't be shy, don't limit it to only one. Scan the QR code, pick the teams you like so far, give them your vote because they get to go away with $3,000 because you like them more than anyone else. And judges, again, if you have any questions or any issues with the voting process, just raise your hand. We will definitely come over and help you out to make sure your vote is casted. My Favorite Picture Award is happening live right now, so everyone watching us online, offline, live here as well, give us your vote. Don't be shy about it. We're going to move on to our next tech category, which is Smart City. We got two teams over here, one virtual, one physical. The judges are casting their vote, making sure that's all ready to go. I see some judges are good. Okay, let's move on to this category, the Smart City category, with our first virtual team. It is ITC, Intelligent Traffic Control. Judges are ready. You're ready. I will start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Daigaho. Hello, everyone. I'm sure each one of you spent a lot of time on traffic jam this week. We are ITC and we are on our way to help you. And in this 3 minutes, I'm going to show you how this is possible. Just in 2020, there is 63 million new vehicles that join the existing infrastructure. It means that if you're driving in Berlin, for example, the average speed of horse is 25 kilometers per hour and the average driving speed is only 17 kilometers per hour, which means the traffic jam is such a big problem that even today, people with horse can drive faster than human. We understand also the traffic jam is a very well-funded problem. A lot of money is allocated for this kind of solution. Our company is built by domain experts from the field of computer vision, machine learning, and traffic planning, including a professor that wrote more than 100 patents, and we have a better idea and just a fraction of cost comparing to the alternative. Today, before I'm explaining our solution, the system is already deployed in Tel Aviv and succeeded in reducing 20% the traffic jams in the intersection it managed. We are managing every day around 150,000 vehicles, and we already get a wonderful success. You probably ask how it's worked. So our system connects to the existing cameras of the municipality. It's learned very good how the traffic behavior is happening and learn the traffic accumulation process. Once we have the ability to understand how traffic jam is formed, we can detect in real time, predict in real time, and also change the traffic light accordingly, but not according to the situation that now, according to the situation that will be in the next 10 minutes. And we succeed mathematically prove that many traffic jams could be prevented if we manage them right before it starts to accumulate. In addition, we also give the municipality a lot of new features like prioritize pedestrian, prioritize public transportation, which is things that before us, the municipality didn't aware that this could be happening. So with the 5G deployment, we can make a project with no hardware on the edge with the zero friction integration. We already succeed around the first traffic light that fully based on the 5th generation infrastructure, and it's already working in Israel, and we have a pleasure to see you. Our business model is not to sell directly to government, but we are B2B. We are working with the trusted B2G vendor that already have the hardware on the edge and the client relations, where we can bring all the cloud and the AI software from behind. So you're probably very frustrated from the traffic jam in your area, especially after the COVID-19. So I would just want to say one sentence before I finish, and the guy will give a clear cut. On the next time you're going to stuck in a primitive traffic light that don't have any understanding about the situation and you are very angry, don't be so frustrated. We are on our way to help you. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Fantastic. All right, that means Q&A time, everyone. We're moving ahead. Judges, 2 minutes for questions. Answers are happening soon. So if we have any judges with a question, this is your chance to ask away. All right. Well, there's a judge over there. I think so. Oh, I've got one over here who has a question. Let's pass the mic, please. Thank you.
So you mentioned the deployment in an intersection that has reduced traffic jams tremendously. Can you share a bit more about it? How many sensors or cameras have you installed, and how long did it take before the situation improved?
So the major intersections in the big city are already fully covered with traffic with camera. The surveillance camera that existed in Tel Aviv, there is a full deployment of traffic surveillance camera. So in every intersection, in the most of the intersection, Tel Aviv municipality want us to work. All it's required is just the one press of a button. We can adjust ourselves to the existing infrastructure. We're a software solution, not a hardware solution. It's not require any hardware on the edge. This is also our competitive advantage. But in an area which municipality would like to make a project but don't have any cameras, we can ask them exactly, if you want to work with us, you should add 3 or 4 cameras. For municipality that already buy thousands of cameras, it's nothing to deploy more 3 and 4. And then basically all the responsibility is on them, which is much more easy for them, because if there is some problem or some issue, they don't need to approach us, they have their own supplier. And we found out that this business model, in order to scale up in a big city very quick, is wonderful. We are now negotiating 30 intersections with Tel Aviv, and we understand that the process of deployment is close to zero since the infrastructure is already existed. And this is a wonderful solution. I hope I replied the question.
Okay, half a minute. Question right there.
Yeah, so 20% reduction is pretty huge. And just, is this like citywide, or is this intersection by intersection? Does it get moved from one area to another? That's the first question. Second is that, like, a lot of times it's, traffic analysis and AI regarding that is not so much about just the only algorithm. It's about the deployment of the vehicular detection in that way. So areas like, occlusion, pedestrians, et cetera, inclement weather, how do you guys, affect, that compared to normal deployments?
So it's citywide. We have a machine learning model that collaborates between 2 intersections and evaluate the influence before receiving the decision. And around out of time, we're happy to answer later. Thank you.
All right, time is up right over there. 2 minutes. Thank you so much. That was ITC Intelligent Traffic Control. Moving ahead to the next Smart City Tech category, a physical contestant, physical participant, Vista InnoTech. Come join me on stage, right to the middle. This is your chance to shine, everybody. It's Vista InnoTech. You got 3 minutes, and it starts in 3, 2, 1. Go for it.
Hi everyone. I'm Kelvin from Vista InnoTech. And our company vision is to create the best anti-shaking camera solutions for any mobile device. In electronics devices, cameras are like eyes to us. And in Vista, we make sure that they see clearly all the time, anywhere. And in extreme conditions like low light and shaky environments. The demand of anti-shaking cameras is highly evident in smartphones, in Apple making anti-shaking cameras the standard feature of all the models of iPhone 13. A similar trend is also spotted in mobile surveillance device, car cameras, and drones. Our patented micro gimbal stabilizers has 2 times better and 2 times anti-shaking performance than the latest iPhone, 1 more axis compensation, and with a lower production cost than all of our competitors. Our technology is already in mass production for 2 years for non-smartphone applications, and we have already invented the smallest built-in gimbal cameras for the smartphone industry. Right now, we have signed a contract with the largest camera makers in the world, and we are hoping to have a target of 20 million of smartphones using our camera solutions in the next 2 years. Together, we join hands and we provide clarities to the world anytime, anywhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Vista InnoTech right over there. Okay, 2 minutes, last team of the day. Do we have any questions for Vista InnoTech? Judges over there on that side, anybody on this side? We have a question over here. Fantastic. Let's take the 2 minutes time. Let's start right now.
So, yeah. Hi. So, I understand that it's not a MEM solution, it's a VRF solution. So how many actuations before failure can this product do, like, in terms of when it goes to market? Number 2, I mean, I see that larger ones, not micro ones, like, the Vivo X50?
Yes.
It also has that available, of course. How many orders of magnitude smaller? Are you talking about, basically an OIS equivalent in that way?
Yes, for your second question, yes, the similar model of micro gimbal stabilizers is already used in Vivo X50. Our key difference is that our size is 50% smaller. So it means that at the same size, we provide 100% better in terms of anti-shaking performance, measured by compensation angles. That's the second question. The first question you mentioned about the reliability test, correct?
Yes.
Yep. We have some applications in terms of mobile surveillance for the government, like foreign governments. They actually have a stringent test, reliability test using our gimbals. And we have actually passed more than 10,000 job tests for those applications.
Thanks.
All right, we got 30 seconds-ish.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Anybody else wants to ask anything? We have just half a minute left to go. Judge is looking around the room once again. Oh, we got follow-up.
Thank you.
Yeah, since there's no other questions. So I wasn't talking about drop tests, but actuations before failure, because it's micromechanics that you're talking about with a micro gimbal, right? So it's not so much about durability in terms of drops, et cetera.
Can you repeat that?
Actuations, in terms of the servo electronics, the movement and the motors. How many actuations can it hit before failure compared to normal OIS, metrics?
Compared to other competing technologies, we have similar performance in terms of the reliability test.
All right, that's time, everybody. Vista InnoTech, everyone. One more hand. Thank you so much and best of luck. That concludes the Smart City Tech category, which means judges, it's time to cast your vote. Once again, any issues, just raise your hand. We will have someone to help you out, make sure your vote is casted. Everyone else, my favorite picture award, this is it, the last chance, the last 60 seconds for you to cast your vote. If any of the pitches were your favorite, give them your vote. Remember, don't limit yourself to only one pitch. You can have multiple pitches that you liked it and you think those are all your favorite. Let them have your vote. While the judges are casting their votes, I want you to make sure you have a little think about this My Favorite Picture Award. It's very important because it's only you who get to decide who is the final winner. Last chance. The QR code is right over here. 10 teams. Who stood out the most? Who would you like the most? Make sure you give them your vote, and you can do more than one team today for this particular award. All right. Having said all that stuff, that's 10 epic pitches, everyone. One more hand for our 10 finalists. 10 epic, fantastic ideas, intense and mind-blowing at the same time. It feels like I had a workout for my brain, I have to say. I mean, I'm sure you've already casted your votes. The judges have casted their votes. And after listening to all those great ideas, I'm sure many of us are kind of inspired. We want to do something. We want to come up with the next great idea. But most of the time, you sit there, you look at the sheet of paper, and your mind is completely blank. But a good way to come up with good ideas is always to maybe do some light exercise. For example, walking, or even cycling, or biking around town, and basically just looking around the world and enjoying some exercise what you want to do. Which is why today, I want to let you know that even I want to come up with some great ideas. I may be looking in a suit, but I can tell you, these legs are muscular. And whenever I pedal with these legs, oh, my ideas just come in. As a comedian, I've got to come up with new ideas all the time, which is why it's so important. I never draw a blank. So, as you can see over here, we got some bikes on the stage, which means I've got to get in action. I've got to get basically fit as well. And the real challenge is not me. I'm not a professional, but we definitely have someone else who will be joining us that you definitely want to look forward to and hear about the Eureka moment. Again, many of us use our brains all the time. We're thinking of new ideas, but sometimes when you get stuck, get on a bike, pedal a little bit, and you'll find that somehow the thoughts just flow nice and smooth. And that's where the ideas, and sometimes you might find your eureka moment thanks to a little light exercise. Doesn't have to be a bike, could just be simply walking around town. And today, as you can see on the stage, we have a very special guest who is joining us for the second year. Last year, she joined Epic virtually, and this year, we have her in person. So please welcome Hong Kong's very own Olympic medalist track cyclist, Sarah Legacies.
Hello.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello, long time no see.
And long time no see.
Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is that Sarah and myself met the first time at the 10 Outstanding Young Persons Award in 2018, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're both outstanding young persons. However, she's way more fit than me. So, not so young anymore.
Yeah,
Let's
you
get
look
on the
fit
bike.
also.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get on the bike, Sarah. Let's get on the
Okay.
bike. Okay. So,
Do you
I
know
must
how
say,
to ride a bike?
luckily, I'm a very bad biker, but this bike is very stable. See, look at that, no hands. Ah. Oh, you too? Okay, now you're showing off.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm the safety rider.
Oh, you're the safe one.
Yeah.
That's a good example. Don't listen, don't follow me. Sarah, I'm a comedian. I like to make silly jokes. Can I ask you, when you came today, did you ride a bike to Sky 100? Did you ride a bicycle over here?
No, I have a rest day today.
You have a rest
Yeah.
day?
Everyone have to rest.
That's true. Very
Yeah.
important, right? Work and rest. It's yin and yang, the balance.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, it's so good to have you here with us this year. You're live in person joining us at Sky 100. How do you feel joining us today in person, in front of everyone, Sarah?
It's my first time joining as a guest of Apex is Sky 100. I really feel excited that I can be the part of this flagship event in the second year. And I hear so many billions ideas from those global startups. I really feel excited and really want to see what's the announcements of the startup champion.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited watching a lot of the startups and see finally who is going to be the champion, right?
Yeah.
You and myself, oh, we're going to be sitting in the back going like, oh, who's going to be? I'm so excited, right? Now, the thing though is that we're talking about ideas and, performances of being epic. And everybody, you had an epic performance with a soaring victory in the 2020 Tokyo Games, bringing Hong Kong its 6th medal. Everyone's 6th medal of Hong Kong, thanks to Lei YC. I tell you, you're very humble. If I were you, I would wear my medal everywhere I go. For sure.
It's so heavy, actually.
It's so heavy?
Yeah.
I'm not that strong. Maybe I won't then. But let me ask you this. I'm sure you use sports tech, right? And how has sports tech helped you in your competition? How has it improved your performance?
I really feel happy that I can see the advancement of sports in Hong Kong, especially in cycling fields, that winning and losing is just a difference of split seconds. So from the policies of Hong Kong Sports Institute and HKSTP, that we have adopted so many different technologies, just like wind tunnel tests and simulations and calculations by supercomputers. And also you see my speech dress that it's made from different materials that reduce the wind drag. So all these applications can help me to deliver to my fullest potential in the race.
That's important because every small thing, as you said, it's just a few milliseconds, it's so quick, and then you could win or lose, right? And everything from your outfit to the technology, the training, all that stuff added up. I mean, today, I like how we're cycling over here, but the wind is blowing your hair like we're really cycling outside. It's looking so good, I tell you. I don't have enough hair to do that. So
I haven't wear my helmet.
It's looking good, I tell you, looking fantastic. So technology really does improve your performance. It helps a lot. But I always find that it's not just the technology, it's also maybe the mindset, the way you work. So a lot of entrepreneurs here today, and you're an athlete. Now I'm curious because I'm sure there's a lot of overlap, the common things between an entrepreneur and an athlete, the different mindset. Can you share with us, what do you think are the things that are similar between entrepreneurs and athletes?
To have the commitment, passion, and persistence to achieve the goals. It's just like athletes who have the resilience that in the face of difficulties and determinations to achieve the gold medals. So I think entrepreneurs have the same qualities as athletes. Also, I really feel successful entrepreneurs should not be those who standing in the comfort zone, but those who are willing to overcome those challenges. And the most importantly is believing in yourself, that if you believe that you can do it, and you will do it.
Yeah, that's the most important. You have to believe in it, right? Like at any moment, sometimes your body is tired, you're exhausted, you're like, enough, I can't take it. But you got to remember, no, a little bit more pain now, a little bit more hard work now, and tomorrow, victory, right? You're going to feel happy and proud of yourself. Now, the thing though is I'm very curious is that finally, a lot of times when we think about anything we do in life, we've got the ups, we've got the downs. Some days you're doing really well. Like every day I wake up, I lose more hair on my head. So I'm just like, oh, I'm losing. Okay, do that. Don't show off. It's too much. Okay. But I find is that some days you're feeling good, some days you're feeling not so good. Ups and downs. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. How do you stay motivated? Some days I just want to give up. The ideas are not coming. I want to give up. How do you stay motivated? And could you give some words of encouragement to our team over here, every finalist over here as well? Let them know, what do you think? What helps you stay motivated?
Actually, I always tell myself that the life journey is not only about winnings, but also that in the lessons that we've learned from mistakes. So I know that is when HKSTPs have the 30th birthday soon, so they nurturing the innovations and so many technology systems is not easy task actually. So just like athletes and entrepreneurs, they all overcome the setbacks and stepped up. Then we move forward and just go beyond. And it's the assets that we have to make ourselves to success in the future. So to all those finalists here, I would like to congratulate you, and then I'm happy that you have come so far. And I hope that you will have the good futures and good luck. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. Sarah, LYC. Thank you so much, Sarah. I think we can now is really a rest day. Good enough, Sarah. I think enough cycling for today. Sarah, let's get off the bike. Let's really rest our legs. I'm mohei. I'm running out of gas, so we've got to stop now.
You have petrol with me?
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah,
a
10
battle.
seconds.
Maybe afterwards I'll challenge you and I'll lose completely. It'll be crazy. But thank you again. One more time, Sarah. Really proud of what you've done for Hong Kong. Always epic performance from her. Epic words as well, encouraging to let us know we can all succeed. Thank you so much, Sarah. Oh, hey. Everybody, one more time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah.
See you. Yeah.
All right, thank you. See you in the future. It's going to be great. Oh, there we go. There we have it. The secret ingredients to success. A true icon in Hong Kong. Every time we think of success, you definitely think of Sarah, especially with the recent performance at the Olympics as well. And having said that, oh, the excitement just keeps going up and up and up and up because you voted, you decided, and it's time to find out who the My Favorite Picture Award goes to. To help me present the award to the winner, I would like to invite Mr. Eugene Chia, the Chief Corporate Development Officer, HKSTP, to the stage. Eugene, come on up here. All right, you know the results, even I don't, so you've got the mic. Let us know who My Favorite Picture Award goes to. Should we ready? There we go.
So the favorite picture is Arc Reef.
Oh, Arc Reef! Yeah. Congratulations, you did it! Come on up here. The big check just for you. Have fun going to the bank with that. Let's get a nice, lovely photo. You were voted My Favorite Picture for today, which means everybody in this room, online, on the internet, in the world, thinks that you're their favorite. The real question is, what do the judges think? Looking at right ahead with the camera, let's get some lovely photos of the both of you. Archie Reef, our favorite picture so far. Thank you so much, well done. Thank you, Eugene. You may please also be seated. The check is yours, take it. You don't want to leave the check. Thank you, Eugene, please be seated. Let's continue on, and now, back to the intensity, because we're going to reveal our 4 tech winners who will then go and compete for the champion. And to help me present this, I'd like to invite Mr. Albert Wong, CEO HKSTP, for the stage and the announcement of the winner, and a selfie with them. Each one of them, right? Okay, you're announcing the 4 tech winners, all right? So each tech category has one winner who will go on to compete in the final champions.
Okay.
So one by one, let us know for the fintech.
The fintech winner is Whispresso.
Whispresso! Come on up, come on up. One sec, let's get a photo with them first. This is the first for fintech category. You are the winner, Whispresso. Well done. Looking right ahead over there. Nice big smile. We might have a mask on, but our eyes can definitely let us know how happy we're feeling. So one big smile looking at the camera. Okay, one more shot. All right, well done. Thank you so much, Whispresso. Good luck. All right, let's continue on with our next category, which is green tech and construction tech.
The winner of the green tech and construction tech is Archireef.
Archireef, you're back. You're back on stage again. People loved what you had to say. The judges liked what you had to say. Let's get a photo together. All right, looking right ahead. There we go. Perfect positioning. Get the photo with a big smile. Archireef doing good for the world, for all of our nature, and also voted our favorite picture so far, which is a very good sign. You got some pictures? Okay, thank you so much. Well done. Congratulations. You're the finalists in your category, green tech and construction tech. Moving on to the next category, health technology.
The health tech technology winner is Point Fit Technology.
Point Fit Technology. Point Fit Technology. Come on up here. Well done. Trying to help everybody resolve more health issues and letting us all know how we can resolve and get better every single day. Looking ahead, get some photos together, smiles with the eyes and the mouth. All right, there we go. Let's keep this going with our last tech category for today, which is Smart City.
The Smart City winner is ITC, Intelligent Traffic Control.
Intelligent Traffic Control. There you are. Hey! Very well done. We'll definitely get you your check to you. All good. Get a photo with them. Make sure it's official now. So our 4 tech categories have a selfie. Albert, every time. All right, he's doing a selfie with you, so make sure you have a big smile. Yeah. You got it? All right. Thank you so much, Albert. Okay, and congratulations to the 4 tech winners. You each get $10,000 prize, but I know it should not stop here because I know they're all fighting for the final champion of $100,000. Okay, so now I would like to call upon all our finalists, the 4 winners of the tech category. Come join me on stage again. Come back up here, everyone. One more round of applause. This is it. This is the final round to see who is going to be the champion of today. The 3 of you here, our virtual friend is going to be joining us as well on the screen, because what's going to happen over here is that you each have 10 seconds to impress the judges and let them know why you are the ultimate epic champion of today. All right, making sure we're all connected. I want to make sure our virtual friend has joined us as well. ITC, is you ready? We want to invite him as well. Is ITC going to be back on the screen? Okay, so I'm going to start with you over here. Okay, we're going to get 10 seconds on the clock. I will cut you sharp at 10. But remember, looking at the judges, eye contact, let them know why you are the epic champion of the day. In 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tired with pricking your blood to monitor waiting in the hospitals, this is your solution. You can do it at home. You can do it without tape. You can do it conveniently. This is what we call the future of health wearables. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, don't start yet until I count you down. Then you got 10 seconds. Take a deep breath. Get ready. The judges are watching. In 3, 2, 1.
So when you talk about capital markets tech, it's always Bloomberg, FactSet, Refinitiv. Hong Kong as a global financial center doesn't have its own tech. So I invite you to join this ecosystem and to elevate us.
Oh, I'm the bad guy today. I'm cutting everyone off. All right, 10 seconds. Got it. Let's count it down in 3, 2, 1, go.
If you believe in climate change, if you believe that it's real, bet on us. We could be a climate action. Thank you.
Ah. That's confidence. I don't need 10 seconds. I need 5. All right. Moving on to ITC. ITC, let's get you on the screen so you have your 10 seconds. Okay, everyone, let's step aside so we get the screen for him. Let's step aside now. ITC, you have exactly 10 seconds, and I will cut you straight on that in 3, 2, 1, go.
after the COVID-19, people avoid using public transportation, which make increase in bike traffic jams. We're going to solve it. We prove we can. Help us.
Ba-boom! There we go. 10 seconds, everyone. Come stand in the center. One more time to our finalists who are going to become the epic champion of today. Oh, this is where our heart rates go up. This is where the judges are thinking. This is where the results are getting tallied. This is where we're all going to take a deep breath and figure out real soon who is the champion of today, who will be walking away with $100,000 US. And now it's time for the judges to cast their vote, making sure it's all submitted. I'm going to give them a little time just to put it in. Remember, click the submit button. Let us know what you're thinking, and then we will find out who the overall champion is. Now, remember, again, like I said, today is about being epic, and definitely out of the four of you, definitely 4 epic performances. Having said that, we want to make sure we can figure out who the winning champion is today. And I'm going to look over here and make sure that we got this happening, because I need to know who the winning team of today is. The announcement should be coming real soon to my hand. All right, okay, now everybody over here, take a deep breath, okay? And let it out. Okay, this is the Sky 100 Air deep breath. Okay, we're bringing the best air of Hong Kong. So having said that, I'm going to look over here and make sure I get the results in my hands. So we don't have the, exactly, so I'm looking for, so real quick, technology, I'm waiting for them to submit it. Okay, and I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, okay, there we go. I'm excited. Look, I tell you what, they're still tallying up the results, and I know you can relax and take a deep breath now, because you're done with the pitching, you're done with the 10 seconds, you've done what you have to do. Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling confident? You got the My Favorite Picture award. Are you satisfied? Is that all you want?
Well,
yeah, so I get too
sorry,
excited.
I want both mics. My goal here is to see and to be seen, and I think I've achieved both of that. So thank you very much for everybody's being present.
Okay. Always a good experience as well. What about yourself? How are you feeling right now? Do you feel like confident? Are you feeling like, for sure? Look at the left, look at your right, you're like, yeah, no chance. Is that what you're thinking?
Oh, I'm just really pleased there's so many people here today to support us. I think fintech, regtech, and other technology, other sectors are growing fast in Hong Kong. And just by being here, you're part of the ecosystem. So welcome, everyone.
Okay, over here, what are you thinking? I'm always curious after the real heavy pressure is done, that relief of like, okay, but are you really relieved, or are you kind of excited or kind of nervous at the same time?
At the same time. So firstly, it's my pleasure to be here and able to introduce what PointFit and what we do. And hopefully, because this is sweat sensing is a very emerging market, so it's already been my pleasure to even able to introduce to all of you.
All right, and last one, I want to get a quick comment from ITC, if we can get them loaded up real quick. How you feeling? You feeling confident? You feeling good? Is this it?
Feeling wonderful. It's a big challenge to speak through the Zoom and without the presentation, but as a founder, the difficulties is to always manage things right when there is a big unexpected issues. So this is part of the game, and it's really a pleasure for me to be part of it, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right, that's good. I liked how in the beginning you started off with the Taiga Ho. I will teach you the phrase for I'm going to win for sure, which is Yang Ang. All right? Having said that, I have the championship result ready with me, and for that, I'd like to invite Dr. Sunny Chai, BBS JP Chairman, HKSTP, come up to the stage. Get ready. We're going to announce the winner. All right. Right over here. You can let us know who.
Who do you think?
Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Oh,
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Wait,
there's a 25%.
Where's ITC?
ITC, let's get ITC to join us as well. Let's everybody take a deep breath. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, the epic
Put him on the
champion of
screen
today.
too, please.
Let's get ITC joining us as well if we're possible. Okay. Woo!
So have you guys been enjoying?
All right.
Okay.
Remember, the key phrase is Yang Ang.
Okay. The Yang Ang.
Yang
the
Ang.
champion is
Yang Ang.
Archie Reef. Archie Reef.
Archie Reef, everybody, let's make some noise. Congratulations. Right over here. Let's get that photo. 1 second. Let's get it right in the center. All right, congratulations to Archie Reef, My Favorite Picture Award, the Epic Champion Award, everything. It's Archie Reef. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time. Congratulations. All right, we get that shot. Adam, need a few more shots. And with that, we definitely want to make this a memory we never forget. So please stay on stage. Now, I would like to invite Albert, the HKSTP board members, Mr. Dennis Ho, Mr. Herbert Chia, Honorable Elizabeth Quat, Sarah, our HKSTP management team, and our lead judge, Gordon and Joseph, to please come on stage. This is a moment. This is an epic moment for us to all remember. Let's get that group photo together. And remember, looking good, looking selfie, and always being epic. Well done, Archie Reef. Great job. This is what it's all about. Perseverance will always let you win through the way. Again, one more time for all the contestants today, our finalists, the top 10, the 4 winners of the tech category. You still get your cash prizes, but Archie Reef is the ultimate epic champion of today. We learned about Yang Ang. Archie Reef Yang Zhou. That's what's happening. All right, everybody on stage, let's get a little cozy. Let's get a bit friendly. Everyone have their checks ready with themselves. One big, big happy photo together. Let's load everyone up. Let's connect everything. Let's get our cameras ready. This is health. All right, let's get that photo looking ahead. Right over here, FinTech is there. There we go. We were just looking for the check. Don't worry, security is making sure it's all safe for all of us. Okay, now that everybody's got their check, everyone's got their smiles, everyone's feeling good about it, this is that final big happy family photo that we want, the epic elevator pitch competition 2021, also known as Epic 2021, contestants, finalists, and our champion. Let's take that photo. Everybody looking forward, one official photo that we can put in the annual report, that we can put on the newsletter. Okay, everyone's in the shot. We can all see them. Great. Looking forward, everyone. Looking forward. One big happy smile. Okay, we got that. Make sure we also get a picture with a thumbs up. Thumbs up. All right. We get the thumbs up, and let's do the Hong Kong typical V for victory sign. We've got to do that. That's perfectly for us. Yeah, V. Come on, everybody. V for victory. 整埋個 V 手勢，咁先係夠晒香港啊嘛。Yeah, right in the center. Let's get V. This is an epic moment for us to all remember. One more photo right in the center. We got the last 3 more shots, 2 more shots, 1 more shot. Thank you very much again. Congratulations to Archie Reef, the epic champion of the day. And there you have it. This concludes the Elevator Pitch Competition 2021. Congratulations to all our winners, and one more round of applause to everyone who participated, yourselves as well. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. We have our investment matching sessions happening from 8 to 11 November, and also investment conference with Hong Kong Business Angel Network on 12 November. So stay with us during Epic Week. And with that, thank you once again to all participants, all the judges, all our partners, the HKSTP team, and of course everyone here cheering on and getting inspired. Thank you so much for coming. We'll see you next year. Be epic.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And congratulations to ITC. So for now, we are moving on to the media interview. So